There we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome to the Merle on the Move radio show. And I am Merle on the Move. Welcome to the show. A lot of stuff to go over today. It's been a minute since I've been on the air and at least been streaming here in this format. So today, what I'm going to talk about is the topics I'm going to talk about two Americas. We're living in two Americas. I'm going to explain what that is. Plus, I'm going to go over all my topics I'm going to talk about tonight. Get it turned up. It's Saturday night. I'm feeling good. Hope everybody's feeling really good. We're going to talk about some stuff here on ESPN. The Olympics. Y'all know the Olympics is back. Every 4 years, basketball, swimming, gymnastics, track and field. Some breakdancing. They got breakdancing in the Olympics now. I'm going to talk about that. Also, I'm going to talk about what's going on in politics. Kamala Harris, Donald Trump got shot. Joe Biden stepped down. Talk about that. Plus, that's going to lead into my Two Americas tale that I'm going to talk about. Talk about Fox perspective, CNN's perspective. We got a Republican vice president nominee, J.D. Vance. Talk about him a little bit. Don't know much about him. We're going to go over it a little bit. Got some time tonight. Not going to rush into it. Hope y'all got some time to sit down and talk to me. Comment. Let me know what y'all think about what I'm talking about. I'm going to also talk about this Project 2025. They got it's not a Republicans program, but it's the Heritage Foundation, which is a super PAC foundation that supports Donald Trump. Donald Trump came out and said he's not really a component of this project, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it a little bit. I'm going to go over that a little bit. Got to pull it up here, so we'll go over that. Plus, really going to go over step by step what happened to Sonia Massie. Black woman was murdered in Springfield, Illinois. So I'm getting to that. Plus, football's around the corner. Good music out, TV shows, series, House of Dragons. If you watch that, I went and seen Deadpool, Wolverine. That was really good. So we getting into all that. I'm gonna get into sports first. Then I'm gonna hit the entertainment, the music. Stuff going on, concerts going on, stuff like that. Enjoying the weather. Weather's been pretty good lately. So getting to that. And then we get into the politics of the world and some social issues. But like I said, the premise of this show is the two Americas. So I have something I'm going to say. Plus, I'm going to give a good little favor at the end. A little favor at the end of the show tonight. I'm going to talk about Kool-Aid. The inventor of Kool-Aid. I'm going to pull it up. Also, where he's from and how long it's been around. Because I drink Kool-Aid. I know some people don't because it's pork. But anyway, I'm going to talk about that. It's Merle on the Move. Right back. Music's turned up. All right. Alexa, volume 1. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, men's basketball. LeBron James has been balling. The first game is going to be, I believe, at 11:15 tomorrow. I believe I got to pull it up right here. Yeah, 11:15 tomorrow. I think it says Eastern or 10:15 Eastern, which would be 11:15 Central. That's where I'm at. That's where we are here in the Midwest. There it is right there. USA versus Serbia, Sunday, 11:15 a.m. ET. Ain't that Eastern time? So that's tomorrow. I'm checking that out. That's gonna be that's against the Joker. That's gonna be a hard game. It's gonna be a hard game, pause. But that's gonna be a game. The Joker's not gonna play. USA can do it. So we'll see. I don't know what's going on with my man from Philly, the big guy. What's his name? Okay, let me see. See if I can pull him up. He been talking a lot of smack. Embiid, Joel Embiid. He been talking a lot of smack about LeBron, and I don't know. Embiid is lucky he can be on the game. KD's supposed to be playing. We're gonna see if that's gonna happen. He's pulled up right here. If KD play, it ain't nobody gonna beat him. I don't think so. We'll see what happens with that. Elsewhere in sports, my Cardinals. I'm wearing my Cardinals baseball. Cardinals still in second place, I believe. I could pull that up too, real quick. The Cardinals, I believe, is still in standings in second place. And I'm happy about that because last year, here we go right here. Last year we were not even in the contention. So that's AL. There we go, right there. Cubs. Yep, we're still in second place. I had the Brewers. Milwaukee's good. Milwaukee's been really good for a while, so I'm happy with that. See, we after the All Star break, so now it gets really hot. So that's what's going on in sports. Football's going to start up. Training camps are starting up. A lot of changes. The Cowboys, once again, people talking about the Cowboys, not really caring about that myself. I'm worried about those Rams. I'm not expecting much of them Rams this year, but nevertheless, you know what it is. Y'all know when football season gets started, you know I'm going to be on here a lot. I'm not going to be doing one show a week when football season starts. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm saying, when football season starts, I'm finna start doing I'm telling you, I'm finna start doing a lot of shows because to me, everything leads to football. Football is the most exciting sport. I love basketball, like baseball, love basketball, but football is the most exciting sport. So I'll be talking about that. Skip Bayless is he's stepping down. I think that one more year. The TNT deal with basketball is being shipped around. They think it's going to go to Amazon, NBC, and moving back and forth. So who knows what's going on? Speaking of this Olympics, it's hard. I don't know. I say what time the game is going to be. I have no idea what channel. I know it's on the NBC broadcast. I don't know if it's on Peacock, on Paramount. I don't know what it is. What they own so many different networks. So I don't know what channel the game's going to be on. I'm going to find it, though. So good luck to y'all trying to find that in the morning if you're trying to watch the men's basketball. I'm going to try to watch the women's league, too. So I don't know what time that is. I'll look that up, too. So let's go ahead and move on. I did want to talk about different news formats, right? I was talking about the two Americas, but I don't want to jump into it all the way. So let me go into this entertainment. Tyler Perry got a movie out. I think it's called Divorce or something like that. He's getting a lot of flack behind that. By his shows kind of being the same premise of all his movies. But Tyler Perry does good at what Tyler Perry does. Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King addresses long-standing love affair rumors. And I don't know, they might have kissed. I don't think there was ever a couple, but who cares, man? Who cares what them people are doing? So, Wolverine and Deadpool movie. I'm not gonna get no spoilers away. Was it a good movie? Yes. It was a great movie. Best movie I've seen this year. Why? Because it was entertaining. The action was good. It was funny. Great storyline. Makes a good movie. Good movie. I would go to the movie to see it again. I seen it in 3D XD. Real 3D XD, so it was really good. It wasn't a lot. It was in the beginning of the movie, it's a lot of 3D. A lot of 3D in the beginning of the movie. Towards the middle, towards the end, not so much 3D, but great storyline. Very funny. The beginning of the movie brings you in because it was so good with the dance moves and the songs and the jokes and the puns and the way he made fun of 20th Century Fox and the characters that was in the movie and how they intertwine. Great movie. I suggest you go check it out. If you're a fan of Marvel, you'll be able to follow along. If you're not a fan of Marvel, it's just a good, funny movie. It's a good action, funny movie. You like Bad Boys, you love this movie, even if you don't really watch Marvel movies. But I suggest you watch it. I enjoyed it. Great movie to me. I don't really have nothing to go on in music. I ain't really been following him. I know Eminem got a new album dropped. It's not a lot of beef going on that I really know of. I'm out of the loop on music right now, so I apologize for that because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world for real. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. There's Ride Bra going on this weekend here in Iowa. The governor rode on Ride Bra. I think she went like 80 miles. Don't really care, just saying that. You know what I'm saying? You should know the governor of Iowa had 2 DUIs before she became governor. How can you have 2 DUIs and still become the governor of a state? In most cases, you got 2 DUIs, you can't even get most jobs, let alone have that much power. I don't know. The rules are different for some people. So now I want to move on. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So entertainment is great. You know what I mean? Movies, TV shows. I'm going to talk about The House of Dragons. Really good. That's a real story you need to check out. I did see some previews when I went to the movie. Beetlejuice is coming out. Looks really good. It's not a remake of Beetlejuice. It's continuation of the story of Beetlejuice. A lot of the same characters are in this movie, so I'm really interested in seeing that. I've seen the video game. What is that? Borderlands. The Borderlands movie from the video game is coming out. That looked pretty good. Um, Lion King. It's a Lion King movie. The story of Mufasa. Is Mufasa? Is that his daddy's name? What is the baby's? What is Simba? What is Simba's daddy's name? Mufasa? I think it's Mufasa. Anyway, and it's just like the first one. So it's like the cartoon animated, but look real kind of thing. So that looks good. Good music. We'll see what happens with that here. Who knows? I seen a couple about Venom. I'm looking forward to Venom. That's coming out. Captain America, the new Captain America. So when you watch Deadpool, watch Deadpool. And I seen a preview of Captain America's, because Captain America's black. It's my man from 8 Mile, the dude that Eminem battled in the battle. I forget his name, his acting name in real life. I forget his name. Great actor, like him, really good actor. Anyway, so he's Captain America now, and in Captain America, if y'all remember, like when the transition of him becoming Captain America, it was like during right around, I think it was around like the Black Lives Matter thing was going on. I don't know if it was before George Floyd or after or during, something like that. I don't remember the year. Y'all have to quote me. Y'all can check me out and let me know what the year that movie came out when he transitioned over to being Captain America. But anyway, before the series, I'm talking about in the movie, in one of the Justice Leagues or Captain America's movie, whatever. So in this movie, in the trailer, so I ain't seen the movie. In the trailer, he's got the shield and he's destroying the White House. So it's like it's you know what I'm saying, and the dude that's going after Captain America, I think it's the president, and he's saying, yeah, you're Captain America, but you're no whatever the dude's Captain America's name. What is Captain America's real name? I forget his name in the series. Steve Rogers. That's what he said. That's his name, Steve Rogers. He said, yeah, you Captain America, but you ain't no Steve Rogers. So he's saying, yeah, you Captain America, but you ain't him. You ain't white. That's what he was saying. He said you ain't white. That's what he was saying. He was saying you ain't white. You can be Captain America, but you ain't never gonna be him. We ain't gonna respect you like we respect Steve Rogers. Because you black. That's what he was saying. I don't care what y'all say, that's what he was saying. That's what I took it. That's what he was saying. Real talk. Anyway, so that's interesting. I want to see that. I'm interested. I want to check that out. That sounds really, really intriguing to me. That storyline. So that comes out in February. I've seen the trailer for that. Comes out in February. It's going to be really big Marvel movie. So like I said, Venom. It's another movie coming out. I think it's the Borderlands movie that's coming out in August. Like real quick. Like that movie coming out like real quick. But yeah. Anyway, a few other movies coming out too. See some other trailers. Some things I really ain't too interested in. But anyway, we talked about TV series. American Kingstown. If you like excitement, like crime drama, American Kingstown, Jeremy Renner. He got ran over by that snowmobile. They thought during that series he was still filming. I think it was on vacation or hiatus, whatever. And he got ran over by that snowmobile. And they didn't say he was gonna make it. He's back. He's still doing the show. Still good. Still dope. Glad to see that happen. I was sad because I was into the show and that happened. I mean, his life is way more important than us watching a series. But glad he's back. So let's go ahead and fast forward to what I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about the two Americas, and then we'll get into what happened to Trump. And then we'll get into the Kamala Harris situation, the Joe Biden situation, and then we're going to talk about Sonia Massie. Okay? We're going to do it in that order, something like that. Just follow me. I'm trying to get my rhythm going. Just rock with me. Just rock with me for a minute. I'm going to get the rhythm going. I'm going to get the rhythm going. We're going to get it going. Anyway, so let's, two Americas. So I wrote some stuff up. I checked the notes for y'all real quick. So I wrote some stuff up. So basically, what I mean by two Americas is we look at America in two different perspectives. That those minorities and white people, and when I say minorities, women are included. White women are included in my demographic of minorities, because this country, the Constitution and all the laws were funded were when they put them down fundamentally were for white men. So that's what I'm talking about, the two Americas that we live in, because the foundation that they always talk about, that these senators, representatives, and that people vote on, they still trying to hold true to those standards, that criteria. They shape it and they change it some to fit certain narratives, right? But not all. But then they still try to take it back. Even when they try to reshape some of these changes to make it fit today's society, they'll still try to retract and take it back, right? Roe versus Wade. And any man that don't protect his woman, I don't trust. And that's what Roe versus Wade did. That was the government saying, hey, we're going to give it to the states to decide what women do. And the state said, we don't believe don't believe in an abortion for women. We're choosing for them to not. And with this JD Vance, what I'm gonna talk about in a minute, he like even in incest of rape, he still don't think you should have an abortion. But anyway, so back to what I'm saying. So when the system was created, it was created based on white. It was white men. It was no women on that. When they wrote that Constitution, those 100 men or whatever John had on that, when they put their Hancock on that thing, right? And came up with those laws, it was not for women. Women were not created, no minorities or part of that. It was all white men. And like I said, some of these laws have been changed and bent and all that, but they're still trying to go back to that. So the two Americas we live on is that we live on some people, most people of this country believe in life and liberty and pursuit of happiness of all people. The opportunity to work, to earn a living, to live just and be a attribute to society. That's how most people believe. Rather religion, take that out of it, culture out of it, just that basis of America culture, we believe in that, basically. But the laws that are in place say otherwise, because it puts a hindrance, because these laws have not been totally changed. And because of that, we still have progress, like the George Floyd Policing Act. You know, when that happened to George Floyd, America was like, wow, I didn't think that could happen. That is that's awful. That's been happening to black people throughout history, just with no cameras for y'all to watch it on 24-hour news cycle. Rodney King happened on the VHS tape, but that wasn't on a 24-hour cycle like social media. See, that was on Fox News and CNN News. I think Fox News was even around back then. But CNN was around, you know what I'm saying, and then on your local news here and there, right? So that was horrible. But with social media, with George Floyd, it was on your phone. So they was like, wow, let's change something. And everybody was, yeah, let's change things. And nothing happened. None of those laws changed. So when we have people in office and they start saying that let's give the laws back to the states, if the states decide, hey, we don't want to do the DEI programs, the diversity inclusive income, or whatever that part, I forget what the I is, but no, the D is diversity inclusive, whatever, initiative, something like that. So if these programs, which was trying to help bring black people from low and disadvantaged areas into some financial gain so they can break that cycle, they're trying to get rid of that. So if they start doing that, and with the abortion, they can start saying, you know what? Well, we don't want to do any civil rights at all. We don't believe that black people deserve civil rights. They should just have normal rights like everybody else. So if we got normal rights, which we should have, like everybody else, then you can just say, you know what? I want all my employees to be white. Now, you won't say, I want all my employees to be white. You just will not hire any minorities. So all your employees will be white. And it's not against the law because there's no law against it. Just like monopoly, corporations, it's laws against antitrust. You can't monopolize something, right? Because if you do that, then you can put a price to where it's an essential need. You can put a price on something and nobody can afford it. You know what I mean? So the government step in and make sure that you can't do that. But now if you get rid of where you don't have inclusion acts, civil rights, what is that other it's called, where you have to have a certain amount of minorities to work, women and minorities working in a company, I forget what it's called, equal rights, whatever it is. So if you get that away, if you take that away, then companies can do this. they can just say, no, we're not hiring. And then the next person come in and say, yeah, we hiring. And be like, hey, well, now we're not hiring right now. You know, you don't fit our demographic. You don't fit our criteria. You're not what we're looking for in a candidate right now. You're not what we're looking for in a candidate right now. That's legal terms. That's like saying I don't want you because you black. But it's no law. If they get rid of these laws, it's no law for them saying that. You can say that and get away with it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, qualified immunity when it comes to policing, right? We're going to talk about that with the Sonia Massie thing. Qualified immunity is you trying to say if a police do something wrong while in the commission of doing their job, you cannot hold them liable for the act, even if it was violent or against policy, or even if they committed murder. Even if it was found out, even if it's murder, you can say, nah, you can't even prosecute. You can't even take them to court. You can't even charge them because they was doing their job. Because if they wasn't doing their job, they wouldn't have been doing that. So you can't even hold them accountable. This is what I'm gonna talk about in this. Let's get into this. The two Americas. Let's talk about this. This Project 2025. Okay, this is some of the key points. Now, this is on their website. You can go type it in on Google and go to their website. They got a press release and all that. So this is not fake news. This is not something that somebody made up. This is the straight up thing they talking about. It says Project 2025 in a conservative coalition plan for a future Republican U.S. presidential administration if voters elect the party's presumed nominee Donald Trump over the Democrat Joe Biden, which now would be Kamala Harris, right? We'll get into that in a second too. In November 2024, the coalition hopes the new president will implement the plan immediately. The sweeping effort centers a roughly 1,000-page document that gives the executive branch more power, reverses Biden-era policies and specifics, numerous department-level changes. People across the political spectrum fear such actions are precursors and have voiced concerns over the proposal's recommendations. Reversal projections LGBTQ plus people, limit abortion access, stop federal efforts to mitigate climate change. The Heritage Foundation is a conservative think tank operated by many of Trump's current and former public. So anyway, basically what they're trying to say is they want to change a lot of laws. They want to overturn the things. They want to get rid of a lot of protections for civil rights, minorities, send people back. You know, you heard Trump say that he's gonna have one of the biggest mass deportations ever. He's talking about taking over and getting retribution on some of the people that came after him, the people that charged him, indicted him. He talking about coming. He want to sue him. I just read this on NSNBC. He's talking about he want to sue some of them. The JD Vance dude talking about that the women that most of the Democratic women don't want to have kids and are you know some of the people are gay and they cat women. Right? He's saying all kind of stuff. This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do. But they want to be divisive. So let's talk about Trump. So it's the two Americas, right? It's the two Americas. It's people that want to move forward and believe they're Americans. There's a movie called Civil War about it too. And then it's people that believe that all people ain't Americans. I'm going to say that again. You got people that believe that everybody here deserves a chance at pursuit, happiness, and, the chance to make it in the world. Then it's some people that believe that everybody here are not Americans. They believe that they don't deserve that route. They don't deserve that chance. They believe that the government's helping them, giving them handouts. First, they used to call them us. Now they call them illegals. But see, they group all minorities into that. All minorities. And injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So Donald Trump was giving a speech, and he got shot in the ear. I seen it. I didn't see it live. I seen it, though. Seen it slow down. Amazing that it didn't hit him. Don't want that to happen. And I guess it was a bullet, fragment, whatever it was, hit him. Don't know what it was. FBI said it might have been a fragment. Don't know. They don't trust the FBI no more, right? So who knows? With that being said, let's talk about how and why. Why would this guy, 20-year-old, I ain't gonna call him a kid, he was 20. Why would this guy risk his life because he lost his life to do it. How was he even capable? It wasn't even his rifle. It was his father's rifle. I'm moving past it. I don't know. Is it going to be over? Where's the uproar? It should be more uproar, right? Then right after that, because I was going to get over and talk about that. Right after that happened. I mean, it happened. We seen it happen. But, they talk about Secret Service, get rid of his Secret Service and maybe he'll get his own security team. He get his own security team, become president. They become some kind of military force. They go out and do things for him and it be permanent. Because he just said a minute ago here on, what was that? That was on CNN. He's saying that, no, it's in BBC too. Said, he was telling the Christians that this will be the last time y'all have to vote. After y'all vote in 2024, this will be the last time y'all have to vote. He's a fan of Putin. He's a fan of Kim Jong-un. I believe I'm saying his name right. Dictatorship. Why does America have to be a democracy? Think about that. What American have you ever talked to that said that? I've never spoke to any American ever. Military, non-military, whatever. Even a foreigner. I've never met anybody that ever said, you know what? Why does America have to be a democracy? Why can't it be a dictatorship? It's all about Social Security numbers. We all have Social Security numbers, so you can track us down, especially with the technology now, right? Everything's for profit. Everything's capitalist society. Everybody works. They say no child labor, but kids work young. Older people work till they almost dead. It's all about, if you don't have the money, you have to work. So it's not about being a slave. It's all about being a necessity at some point. You right? Ain't nobody holding a gun in your head, but if your belly's starving, you got to work. So, who's to the rescue? Dun, 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 dun. Kamala Harris to the rescue. Joe Biden, he did that debate, and everybody, nobody wanted. I'm on record saying I ain't want to vote for neither one of them dudes. I'm on record saying it. I said it. I never wanted to vote for either one of them dudes. I said it. Now you got Kamala Harris coming in. Ooh, some vigor in. So what am I going to do now? You think I'm going to vote for her too? Do you think I'm going to vote for her? It ain't that simple. Who's her running mate? See, that's the mystery, huh? Mm-hmm. See, that's how they get you. See, Trump, they waited for Trump because Trump didn't have a running mate. Right? He didn't have a running mate. He gets shot in the ear. Boom, J.D. Vance. See, everybody thought Trump was going to pick a woman. If he'd have picked Nikki Haley, and Trump, after he got shot in his ear, and he came out with a whole different tune, because people like Trump, me included. People like Trump. I'm not, no cap. Real talk, people like Trump. He lied, he's a liar. He's a liar, big time liar. But people like him. People like liars. Y'all know some people that lie. We all know people that lie. Y'all know people that lie, man. And y'all still talk to him, probably hang out with him, and then tell some good lies. But you don't want them running your business. You don't want them running your household under control of your parents' pension and shit. You don't want them doing none of that. Let them stay over there, come have a good time. See, that's what Trump is to me. I don't want him running nothing. Now, that was wrong with Joe, because Joe had got to the point to where he wasn't able to run nothing. So now we got to trust the people that he got in place and run stuff. But if you ain't right, they ain't running the right checks and balances, bro. That means they can get away with the things, right? They can get away with things. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really honoring the job. So you have lost it. So, okay, they come in with Kamala. All right? Vice P, it makes sense. But now people like, well, she knew about Joe being sick. How y'all gonna fault her for that? Now that's petty. Y'all trying to say we don't like her because she knew Joe was gonna be sick. She ain't the president. What's she supposed to say? I'm sure she had talks with him. He's still doing the job she's supposed to say. Sit your old ass down. She can't say sit your old ass down, Joe. She can't say that. Even if she say that, he ain't gonna do it. His wife can't tell him to do that because he's the president. Y'all watch all them shows, Game of Thrones and all them kings and queens shows. You can't tell the king to do nothing. That's why Trump want to get back in there, because you can't tell him nothing when he become president. Can't tell him nothing. That's what he doing. So back to it. So you got Kamala. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with her. So Trump picked his dude, this J.D. Vance dude. I don't know why he didn't pick Nikki Haley. If he didn't pick Nikki Haley, I like Nikki Haley. I ain't saying she like she got me. But out of Joe and Trump, I'm rocking. And what's the dude from DeSantis out of Florida? And these other weirdo dudes, crazy dudes. Nah, I was rocking with Nikki Haley because she knew what Trump did. She said that the January 6th thing was real. It was a attack on democracy. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking with Nikki. Real talk. If he'd have picked her, he'd had it. He'd have had the country. And would have turned down with that other bullcrap he'd be doing. But no, he get shot in the ear. He called that dude who was against Trump, talking all kind of stuff about Trump a couple years ago, calling him Hitler. But now you love him. Now you kissing the ring. See, that's that weird stuff, bro. You can still like him from afar, but how you gonna get all the way down and kiss the ring and you backtrack? We gonna trust you because you think because he old. So they didn't told you he old. Trump is old too. He's 78. If he win again, of course he ain't running again. He gonna hand the keys over to you, right? Because you a young dude. They're like, we need somebody young. Somebody gonna have my views, adopt my views. You friends with my son. See, he friends with Don Jr. too. I don't know if y'all know that. See, he friends with Don Jr., right? Don Jr. ain't never gonna be no candidate for president. None of Trump's sons is. You know what I mean? Even the dude that's married to his daughter, Jared, he ain't gonna be no president. So he trying to put JD, trying to put the party back in favor. I get it. So then Kamala come in, boom, put some more juice into the Democrats. So now it's okay. So now, all right, we didn't want to vote for Joe. We didn't want to vote for Biden. I mean for Trump. So now we got another option. We can vote for her, right? That's what people say. Oh, okay, even the ones that's on the fence. Okay, well, come on over, right? But who's your running mate though? Who are you picking? You picking Shapiro out of Pennsylvania? You know what I'm saying? You picking homeboy Gavin out of Cali? I doubt if you pick Gavin. That's 2 Cali, y'all both from there. I doubt if you pick that. Who you going with? You got to get somebody up from the state that you need. Kentucky, the dude down there, I forget his name. You know what I mean? Let's see what they talking about over here. Some people over here. Let's see what they talking about over on MSNBC. It's some people. It's some people she can pick up. But is that gonna help it? Is that gonna help the situation? Old girl from Michigan, Trump was talking smack on her. Governor of Michigan, Whitmer. Ain't gonna be no double woman ticket. Ain't doing that. So let's get back to Kamala. So is America? They've been married in 2008. Was America ready for a black man, a mixed black man, to be the president of the United States? And everybody, all the black people said no. I said it too. I said, no, they ain't ready for that. Hell no, they ain't ready for no black man to be president. I wasn't even on board at the time because I didn't know who this dude was. It happened. So now it's like, okay, so they're like, if they were a black man, they can do a woman. So they're like, we have my man Clinton, his wife, what's her name? Hillary. Hillary. If they did a black man, they can do a woman. Everybody like, yeah, Hillary. They're like, nah, we ain't doing that. Y'all had y'all win. Boom. Trump come in. He just out there. Biden come in. Boom. So now they like, we can do this black woman. The first black woman VP, put her in line. We have a black woman. Not only she be a person of color, she's a woman. Is America ready for that? They not. They talking mass. It's a lot of me. I say it's 50-50, real talk. The people that I be around, I ain't gonna say, no particulars, but the people I be around, I ain't heard nothing positive about her from them. I'm gonna say that again. The people I be around, I ain't heard nothing positive from them about her. No. Her record when she was Attorney General, she locked a lot of people up for marijuana. Another thing she did that was her job. She did some other things. I'm talking about now. Joe Biden did some things too. Trump did some things. Trump was a Democrat. Trump was bad. If y'all not holding his feet to Trump is a felon. Listen, we talking about stuff he did before. All the Trump. Come on, it ain't. And you can't keep saying they looking for. If he didn't do it, they can't find it. So you trying to find stuff on Kamala. She still became vice president. Understand what I'm saying? So if you're trying to find stuff on her to not vote for her, why ain't you trying to hold the same thing for him? You trying to say that's fake news that he was convicted by 12 people, 12 peers, just 12 normal people. They wasn't politicians that convicted him for that. That felony guy, it was 12. It went to the jury trial. It wasn't the judge. The judge didn't convict him. Biden didn't convict him. The FBI didn't convict him. The CIA didn't convict him. The Democrats didn't convict him. The Congress, the Senate didn't convict him. It was 12 normal people, citizens of the United States, of a jury that convicted him, and all 12 of them found him guilty. Do I need to say that again? Trumped up charges. But they still found him guilty. It was trumped up enough that they found him guilty. So, what I'm saying is, if you holding her for whatever standard she did in the past, if you holding her to it, you better hold the same to him. And then when you hold the standards, look at them. What standards fit your criteria as a Christian, as a moral person, as a human, as a parent, as a good, whatever you want to be, human, whatever. If it stacks up to your principles, then you vote your choice. But don't say a person is not qualified. A person's not qualified. This man had no experience. Y'all voted for him. He didn't do great. Y'all liked him. Trump didn't do, the economy was good. He gave us stimulus checks. It was COVID. He wouldn't have got no stimulus checks if it wasn't for COVID. Economy wouldn't have been so jacked up if it wasn't for COVID. We could have seen what Trump was really doing. Because the first 2 years in office, he wasn't doing that great. Our economy was good when he took it over. Y'all forget. Let me don't get that tangent. That's what I'm talking about today. But back to it. Kamala, she's in the race. We'll see what's going to happen here in November. Let's get into this Sonia Massie thing. So, where is it at right here? Nope, it's right here. Springfield. So I'm from a town called Alden, Illinois, which is right outside 15 minutes St. Louis, Missouri. But I-55 is something that goes right through from St. Louis to Springfield, Illinois, where it goes right around Springfield, actually through Springfield to Chicago. And I've been in Springfield a whole lot. Did a lot of work, dump truck work, a lot of asphalt work, hauling trash, all kind of stuff. Been in Springfield a lot, milk, Springfield a lot, coal, all that stuff. Deal with Sangamon County sheriffs. I've been in their jail before. Deal with a lot of Sangamon County sheriffs before. And Sangamon County sheriffs is nothing to play with. If you black, you understand this. Sangamon County sheriffs ain't nothing to play with if you a person of color. Going on record saying that. So that being said, this man who shot and killed Sonia Massie, we all, at this point, this is not breaking news. You should know about this. It happened in early July, and the story had been reported, I think, a little over a week by now. I think I found out about it Monday. But let's get into what I want to talk about. Let's talk about the cop. We know about her. Her father has been they doing rituals and walks and protests about her and her age and, you know, how she lived alone and she had some mental illness. But let's talk about the cop. Cop should have never been there. Cop should have never been a cop. Should have never got the job. Two Americas. The man should have never had the job. The man has had 6 jobs at 6 different police precincts over the years. He got a dishonorable discharge out the military. This is what it was reported on CNN. He has 2 DUIs, back to back. Still has a job driving a police car. Still an officer. 2 DUIs. This is 6 hires, 6 stations within, with I think less than 10 years, I believe. Dishonorable discharge. Where's the character? Where's the test they do, the psychological test they do to see if this person can even handle a job like this? See, when this man came to the door, she was in danger. As soon as he came to the door, she was in danger. That was intent. He knew what he was going to do. That's why he said it like he said it. That's why he knew. He wanted her to do anything. He didn't know what she was going to do. He was waiting for her to do anything so he could have probable cause to shoot her. In his mind, he did not have probable cause to the law. According to the law, if you would say that video, there was no probable cause for what he did. So if you try to say, oh man, I don't know, she'd have hit me with that one, I would have shot her too. No, your ass wouldn't have. And that's bull crap. Because that man, when you watch that video, he was away from her. He was behind the counter. She never threatened to throw water on him. She never moved, motioned, or tried to throw water towards him. They're the ones that said turn the water off. She didn't like she baited them to come in the house so she can get him close enough to throw water on him. They the ones that came in the home. They the ones that told her to turn the pot off. They brought the attention to the pot. They could have said and left. He wanted to do it, so he said headshot. Told her I'm going to shoot you in the face, and then did it. How you going to say I'm going to shoot you in the face, point your gun at her, she goes to the ground, puts the pot down, hands up, you shoot. Murder. Murder. And if you say otherwise, two Americas. We're living in two different Americas here. Because by the law that the founding fathers set up, that's murder. Seen it on tape, first degree, unarmed woman. That pot of water was not going to kill him. Injure him at best. And that was no threat because she never threatened to put it on him. She never motioned to put it on him. She never said she was going to put it on him. He felt, he was scared, and he had intent in his heart to shoot that woman. Point blank. That's murder. And if you think any different, it's two Americas. Because I'm an American and I've seen that. And if you're an American, if you've seen that and you disagree, we're living in two different worlds. The laws you see is different because you believe the officer has every just to protect himself. You think the officer has right to protect himself above all harm. All harm? If an officer say, don't move and I move, whether I'm armed or not, because he said, don't move, and I move, so he felt I was going for something. And some people will say, why didn't you do what the officer said? Because that officer's a human just like I am. He's a man just like I am. He's doing the job. If I say don't put no pickles on my hamburger and you put pickles on my hamburger, can I come in there and slap you? Because I said no pickles on my hamburger and you put pickles on my hamburger. You made a mistake. No, I'm supposed to come say, hey, no pickles on my hamburger. You're going to remake me a hamburger and I'm good. That's what happens. That's how you're supposed to handle that. Same thing, if you're a cop and you ask me to do something and I don't comply to your disregard, that don't mean you harm me. You can ask me again. Or you can call for backup. Or you can wait for me to comply. But no, you don't do it like that. You don't do it like that. If I'm not a threat to you, why should I feel a threat from you? Anyway, so God rest the dead. Y'all know what that is. The George Floyd Policing Act would help solve a lot of these problems because they shouldn't have showed up. They should at least showed up with a psychiatrist or, the funds, all this money we send over here to these other countries could fund some of the homes and these cities to have these psychiatrists that help people with mental illness, okay? To help these officers that feel in fear and how to demonstrate these things, maybe, Instead of harming our community and killing our own people right here in our backyard and acting like it's okay. Until it's somebody you love. Until you on this front lines doing visuals and candlelight visuals for somebody you love because somebody with a badge decided that you did something they didn't like. They decided that your life was less than an animal. Because the way he said that, it was like a deer, like he was hunting. He said headshot. She's done. Two Americans, man. So, God bless y'all, though. Anyway, we're going to still turn up. You know what it is. You know what it is. It's Merle on the move. It's Merle on the move. It's Merle on the move. K-Dot Kendrick won that battle. Drake ain't said nothing yet. He tripping. Let's talk about this real quick before I go. So, Charlamagne and my man from Rap Radar, what's his name? See, that's how bad I am. I can't remember homeboy's name, but they beefing. I should pull that up too real quick. It might be on YouTube real quick. What is dude's name that's beefing with dude? Anyway, that's how bad I guess. Charlamagne is got so popular that he's overtaken some of the biggest names in hip hop. But I think dude was beefing on him because Charlamagne dark skin and homeboy light skin. I can't remember dude's name though. But yeah, he a light skinned cat. And B-Dot, him and dude and B-Dot, they had a show together. And Charlamagne got B-Dot on his network. And he said that dude tried to come on his network too. And Charlamagne ain't one of them on the network. Charlamagne be hating. Anyway, he killing the Breakfast Club. Envy, man, I feel sorry for you. Anyway, this is Merle on the Move. It's been a long little show, long little episode. It's Merle on the Move. I'm talking to y'all later. Holler at y'all later. All my peoples back home, Alden, A. Taylor, you know how I mean. You know what it is. Here at Ames, Iowa, it's Merle on the Move. Football season's coming up. I can't wait. Peace.